Alrighty, let's see if this works. Hello guys, we are back for another speedrun. If you've been here before, you can see the stream setup is a little different. Subject to change, I'm messing around with a few things over on OBS. So we now have like a stream goal, trying to beat my PB. Also, 10 followers, hopefully can reach 10 followers on Twitch pretty soon. Love to see that happening. But yeah, here we are. So this is a Celeste casual speedrun. I'm saying casual still because I'm not that good, but trying to beat my PB of 1 hour 11 minutes. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So if anything is wrong with the stream throughout, please do not hesitate to let me know. Chat also, because I am on both YouTube and Twitch, you guys can now see each other. Yay, we have connected chat. So I am still viewing both of you guys on a separate monitor, but please keep up with each other. Enjoy it. All right, let's get started. So let me move some things around from my side. All right, let's get going. So let's reset this one. So this was the 111.54 175. So let's make a new one. Let's get going. Speedrun time. So I've learned a few new techs, more or less. By that I mean I've successfully executed the skip for what is it? Mirror Temple. Whoop. Hi, Char. No, it's all good. I'm happy to have you here. It's been a while since I've seen you. I did my first return to a note block stream a little while ago. That was yesterday. But yeah, so this is Celeste. It's a 2D platformer, really amazing story, but I've been casually speedrunning it as of late. So trying to set a new PB. Overall, my PB's nothing crazy, but an hour 17 is definitely an improvement from where I started. I think I was at maybe something along like an hour 30 for like the first few like real runs. And the fact that, oh shoot, almost died, shaved off some time from that is pretty dang good. I will say the only downside about this current run style is I am distracting myself a little bit by trying to read chat throughout, but feel free to talk over and update me with life, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. All ears. And this is chapter 1, so we are kind of just gonna breeze through this. Not exactly rocket science. Oh, we died. Haha. Yeah, it does. I mean, it does show more skill. I just died there twice in the same room. This could have been a deathless first chapter, which is not that hard. I just missed the precision spikes. It's fine. I wasn't going for deathless anyway. I've already got that berry. Well, I thought that dash was supposed to go through. Let me lock in. I am also not resetting the run off of this first chapter. There's not enough time gain / loss for this to really matter. If it's really bad, maybe later on if I decide I need to reset, but I doubt that'll be the case. Alright, here's the end. Nice. Alright, chapter 1 wrapped. Not the best, that was a poor run by me, but because 244, but still, 4 deaths is fine. Chapter 2 might be a bit better. Really, it's the later chapters that get you. 1 and 2 are clean. If I was good at platforms, I will tell you, if you want to get good at platformers, play Celeste. It is, like, before I started this, I was not good at platformers. I spent over 2 hours on some of these chapters, which is more than I spend on runs now. If you want to get good at platformers, this is probably the game to go for, if I'm being completely honest with you. Very simple controls. By that, I mean, like, there is jump, there is climb, and there is dash. It is not, like, it's very simple in that regard. And also, it, like, the base game actually gives you a lot of, like, tutorials to different segments and it gradually eases you into it. It's not just throwing you into it, and if you have no experience, you're screwed. Like, it has a really good learning curve, which I like. And the fact that you can casually speedrun the game being more or less a beginner. Like, I'm gonna put myself, like, low intermediate for skill, by the way. Like, and, like, more or less, it's... Oh, shoot, I'm dead. But yeah, I would say, like, more or less, you could, if you want to get good at platformers, or even just play one in the first place, Celeste is a good option. You don't have to be, like... I've dedicated a good bit of time, but you don't have to play it. Your platformer experience is Mario, Kirby, and, like, Hollow Knight. I mean, I'll tell you, that's more than I have. Like, prior to Celeste, I don't know if I had any. Like, quite literally, I think it would be like, I play Minecraft. That's not even a 2D platformer. That's just, like, playing a sandbox game with basic physics. Like, I don't even know. Like, I've played the original Mario, I guess, but, like, even so, I wouldn't consider that like, it's not a modern platformer in the same way that they're built today. Oh, shoot. Gosh dang it. Reset this room. This one's long, too. That was annoying. That's actually a minor time loss. Let's fix this. No, if you can do those, like, I'll be honest, you could probably play this. Like, you'd be decent at it. Like, my first experience with it was abysmal. Like, for context, I'll show you... you'll see Chapter 3 in a minute, which is my... I love the music. I think the story's really good for it, but it is arguably my least favorite to run. It's not a very fun chapter. At least for me, because I'm slow with it, relative to the others. But, like, Chapter 3, for instance, takes... Oh my gosh, I blew it. What the heck? Like, that one took me first try way too long. Oh my gosh, can I stop throwing? There we go. Okay, skip cutscene. Let's get out of here. 3 minutes is not bad. I probably could end up with, like, a 2-minute something time for it. But yeah, I would say, like, I would say Celeste is definitely a good starter platformer, and it gets very advanced. Like, there's, Celeste has something called Farewell, which is its Chapter 9, essentially DLC, which is, I'm terrible at it, but, like, difficulty ramps up. It's the hardest chapter in the game. So many screens. And then people made modded version, like mods, add-ons, different custom levels and whatnot to play. Like, it's got a huge community for that, which is cool. Dang it. That was strategic. Nice. So this chapter is Chapter 3, Celestial Resort. Arguably it's my least favorite for running, because it does require a lot more patience, and there's a lot of steps to it. It's not overall a hard level, but it's definitely where the difficulty ramps up compared to chapters 1 and 2. Cycling, oh gosh, seriously. Add to your games, no, yeah, I would say check it out. Actually, I don't know if it's on sale right now with Steam's winter sale. That's how I'm playing on my Mac, but you can play it on Switch and I believe all consoles. I know you can definitely play it on Switch, but I'm not sure about other consoles. But I got it for like under $5 on Steam on sale, which was amazing investment. Best like $3 I've ever spent. It's on sale for $5. Yeah, like this would be the time to get it. I think normally it's like only like $10 or something though, which isn't bad at all for a Steam game. But and for the price you spend, you get a decent amount of hours for it. Like you can play a decent amount of hours on it. Like I think I've almost hit 100. I think I passed 100, which for some hardcore gamers that's nothing. For me, it's pretty high. It's my most played, at least for games that I have on Steam. But also, I guess my most played game is definitely Minecraft. But I guess I'm also well over 1,000 hours there. So like. Also, definitely going cleaner than I was anticipating. But also, I guess practice. My run a few days ago was the first one I had made since in like a solid month or so. Oh, I'm dead. I can just wait. You can just straight run through this one. I've tried it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Also, if you can tell, it's a little bit cluttered in here. All part of the story, you know, but... my favorites, almost one of my favorite songs in the soundtrack, you'll hear it in a sec. Here it is. This is Scattered and Lost. Very detailed song, one of my favorites. Actually, I've played this on piano as well, which is cool, because I think you know me more for my note block content. So I've done this on piano. I actually wrote a drum set part for a friend who was playing with me. We did like a cool duet, which was fun. But very cool song. Tons of different details. You'll see it's going to gradually build up on itself. So right now we're starting with just almost died there. We're going to start with just a piano and a hi-hat. Whoop. Missed the jump there. But with a single snare hit. Actually, no, still hi-hat. And then when we click this button here, we're going to add on some different instruments. And there we go. We have our first little add-on. We have our ghostly little voice there, theremin voice. Wish my brain could comprehend doing things with both. Dude, it takes a lot of practice, but it is an amazing skill. I will tell you though, the part I have to tell everybody else when they bring that up, you got to start young. Also, I normally one cycle this. You've got to start young. I started when I was 7, which really did help because having the experience, like you have to start when you're young, when your brain's still developing it, because kind of picking up on it the older you get requires a lot more effort. Oh my gosh, that was close. But learning an instrument when you're older, it takes a lot more out of you. And not I guess out of you, but it requires a lot more effort. Or not effort. I'm not even gonna say effort. Like, what word am I using here? Okay, there we go. But it's, I guess, developmentally, it's better to start when you're young. You're a bit more malleable, I guess, is the word I'm gonna use. seriously. Okay, this might be a bad run right here, but we'll see. I say that, I'm only at 12 minutes in the run, but this is a poor chapter 3. Okay, there we go, out of that room. I'm really just getting stuck in some dumb rooms, which is annoying. Alright, next button, we're gonna add on to it again. And you hear that lower, I guess, resonating voice. That's our next add-on to the group. Whoop, almost. And yeah, right, later we're going to add in some pretty cool drum solo, which is kind of why I wrote a drum set part for my friend here. Oh, that was a nice skip. But you'll see why in a second, why I wrote a drum set part, why I wanted him to play drum set with me. Nice, that was clean. All right. And now the Ghostly Theremin's back, a bit more punch. Yeah, it's kind of commanding that main melody. And now at this point, you can't really even hear the piano. You can hear it kind of with the that's about it. Now they can hear the piano. I correct myself on that statement, but it gets overshadowed. It's no longer our prominent focus. Also, I need to learn the clip for that room. That would be great, actually. Oops. This room always takes me a few tries. Hopefully not that long this time, but you never know. That was sad. Almost missed the key. Okay. Let's get out of here now. Nice. Too early. Yes, Char, how have you been? How's like Christmas? Because I'm realizing, like, yeah, so that's the main reason why I haven't been active as of late. Time of family and whatnot, but love to know how things have been for you. Also, here's why I love the drum set part. Doing fine. Family doesn't really do Christmas. No, all good. If you have one, I guess right now, I hope you're having a good break. That's why I've got a bit more time to stream, at least, than I have as of late. Oh no, hello. Gosh dang it, I blew that there. Almost through that whole room. Just proud of myself. Nice. That was close. For comfort. Nope. There we go. Okay, 11. Actually, that was a decent. That was actually about the same as my previous run, so this is salvageable. 11:34 is not bad, not great, but I've had definitely had worse runs for sure. All right, 23 deaths. I think I had like 24 last run, so like that checks out. This should take about half my time. If only the knight would just smack her into oblivion. She's very fragile if you haven't noticed. Like, I don't think the knight would be a very good friend to for Madeline. Rory Knight? Speaking of which, I need to get back into running through some Deltarune. Like, just rerunning through the whole game. They're besties. I don't know. They might not be at this point. Like, Madeline's got her own evil persona. You'll see in a minute. Actually, you kind of saw them earlier. Chapter 2, if you remember the person who was chasing us, that was our part of us, aka Battleline. That's their name. Official, actually. Their canon name is Battleline, which is fun. Whoops. I haven't seen Indie Cross. No, I haven't actually. I'm unaware of that. What that is. Someone probably. Hello. There's definitely some fans out there, I'm guessing, who would probably not be happy to hear that. If you are one of those, I apologize. I have not heard of Indie Cross. Oh, I should have died. That was. I did not know I could do that, actually. Learn something new. So this room, or this chapter as a whole, should take me about 5 or so minutes, I think. Oh, gosh dang it. There we go. If I'm trying to be speedrun optimal. It should be half my time from the previous chapter, so 5 minutes would be great. Its last run ended a bit over 6, which wasn't terrible, but we can do better. And knowing I'm decent at this room, or decent at this chapter, and it's not as long, I'm trying to optimize my timing just a little, if possible. An indie show on YouTube, only 2 episodes. Madeline and I become friends. Okay, that's cool. I have not. I'm actually pretty active online. I'm shocked I've missed that, but I might also just not be in that side of YouTube. My YouTube in general is like Alpharad Point Crow videos, Super Mario Odyssey hide and seek, and Party Crashers playing Mario Party. So like, and 5 Up Among Us. Like, that is my YouTube feed. In all honesty, very weird. I'm in a very fun side of YouTube though. It's a lot of party games, as well as like Pokemon Nuzlocke. Like, wait, I'm gonna read that in a sec. I'm locked in on this section, doing good. It's more the fast wind section that's gonna kill me off later, but... Wait. Shovel Knight is basically the best character in it besides Beheaded. Gotcha. Yeah, this is actually a very clean run thus far, at least in this section. I'm at 350. This is the high wind. Actually, no, we're not in the high wind area yet. But high wind area generally is what sacks me with overall progression, which isn't terrible, all things considered. Okay, here we are. That was almost tight. Okay, let's not mess up this room. I can get this. Okay, I messed it up. Oh my gosh, seriously? Got it. Lord. Okay. Okay, I've got to salvage this segment now. I've thrown away some time. Gosh. This is, like, frustrating for me, because, like, I was doing good, and then now we're starting to throw, which I know is not, the stress is not helping me. Not surviving that. What's annoying about this wind is I am pressing forward constantly, and you barely trudge. Therefore, you could only real horizontal motion is dashing, and it's a lot of balancing your dashes along with avoiding the snowballs like that. Otherwise, they straight up just kill you, and you have to be not patient, but also just persistent. Like, I'm dead. Like, okay, we're losing time now. Okay. Okay, and then this room into the long room to wrap up the chapter, right? And then this is no, two more. It's gonna be this, go down. Like, I've got this part down pat. I say that and then proceed to die. Sad. Okay. That was lucky. Okay, and then right word room to the end. And that's it. Chapter 658. That was unfortunate. Okay. Made it through. We survive. Got a strawberry in there. Yippee. That was a poor chapter 4. Chapter 3 was mid. On the plus side, I lost time in 5 last time, so this run is not exactly dead yet. Alright, Theo, shut up. If I can get here with about 37 seconds, if I can beat this chapter by like 37, we're chilling. If not, though, we got some work to do. On the plus side, I've got this layout pretty well learned. Like, I understand how to do this chapter a little bit better after doing multiple run-throughs. Proud to say that. Clean. Also, this chapter has a lot of interesting thematic elements. I am not going to delve into all of them, though. A lot of mirrors. It's mirror temples, so... Okay, let's get out of here. Gosh dang it. Well, that was lucky. Wait, what am I doing? It's this way. Nice, got it. I wonder what part of... Oh, it could be, like... reflection. Ah ha 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 ha. Ignore that. Just ignore that. There might be a whole chapter. Or resurrections, rather, but... The whole entire, large thematic, or I guess large theme of Celeste that the whole story kind of addresses is being comfortable with yourself and all parts, and also just confronting, I guess not confronting yourself as much, but like accepting you for who you are mentally and whatnot. This is Battleline. Hi, Battleline. Get over here. Stop. Stop. No more cutscenes. We're done. Yeah, there we go, Battleline. I said no. Also, there's something very annoying we're about to see called a Seeker. This is a Seeker. Little sucker is going to be chasing us the entire rest of the run in this chapter. They're really annoying. By the way, we can technically kill them to disable them for a half a second, but they only died for about a half a second. Until then, we've got to suffer with these little suckers. Get out of the exit. Okay, nice. So, in the later half of this, or the next segment of this chapter, they're going to be incredibly annoying and potentially, yeah, they're just, it's rage bait. Hello, stop it, you little stinker. Oh, you break the block, but you missed the key for me. Well, I missed it too. That was my fault. Almost died. Keyword, almost. Wait, what? Did you hit it for? Okay, he must have hit the key. Delightful. Alright, cool. Shut up, Madeline. That was actually Madeline saying that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Alrighty. Woo! And time to do something called... I forgot what the skip is called, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's not actually that hard, but it saves you about, like, 4 minutes of time. It's amazing. Now, can I get a first try? Yeah, we can. Woo! Easy skip. I almost blew that. Alright, cool. Except the Seeker AI was kind of stupid. Just fun. Oh, gosh dang it. Wait. Salvageable. We're out. We're out. Oh, that was bad. Almost really bad. Thanks, buddy. And we're out of here. Hey, look, it's Theo. And is he trapped in a crystal? Alright. We're on an adventure with Theo. Dang, girl, you can lift. Yeah, Theo's got his own little dialogue, and he kind of sucks. Crushing it. That door didn't stand a chance. Yeah, I know, Theo. That's why we're gonna die to the Seekers. I don't know how I lived that, but we did. I need to wait for this thing to get away. Okay, let me out, let me out, let me out. Nice little boost it gave me. Haha, dead. Stupid little Seeker. Nice. These guys kind of suck if you haven't noticed. I don't like them. That was... I should not have gotten that. Also, Theo's gonna comment about helping in just a quick second. So look, if Theo touches this little switch... Theo, you're not. Let the record show you are not. Buh. And we died. Okay. Theo, you can say you're helping, but you're not really helping that much. So, also this room better not take me too long. Please, no. Okay, back to collect Theo. Like... Okay, we're doing so good here. And Theo, I can't... Okay, we're out of there. Lord, I did not need to deal with more of that. Theo, shut up, buddy. Alright, Theo, we're gonna go on a trip. Something called... Well, that was not how the trip's supposed to go. Apparently it is. No, Theo, get back over here. Ah, Lord, thank goodness. Okay. You're gonna leave soon? No, all good. I appreciate seeing you here, Char. Hope to see you in some future streams as well. It has been... Oh, no, wait. One sec. We're out. Nice. It's been I've been doing a lot more Celeste streams. So hopefully we'll get into some more Note Block streams before I get back from the break and whatnot. So... Oh, dang it. Forgot there was that. But yeah. That was dumb. Alright, that's the end. This actually might be the fastest mirror temple I've done in my entire life. Which means, for sure, the run is alive. A 10-10 mirror temple is actually insane for me. I had more deaths in... Ew, okay. I don't see this being a sub-hour. That would be absurd for me. But for a... Alright, let's reflections this real quick. But getting a 110, definitely. right now, it's definitely within reach, because I'm in the same timeline as my previous run, which got a 111, so, like, we're there. Alright, in the water, let's go. This is what happens when you skip what very important cutscene, and now you have no clue what the heck absolutely just happened. But here we are. This is what happens when you skip the very long, like, 2-week cutscene. And yeah, here we are. Almost death. Definitely should have died there, but you know, we're grateful. Very grateful. So grateful. Haha, I kind of blew it there. But you know, this run is definitely in a good position. All things considered. It depends. If I can get through this section by like 50 minutes, we're absolutely cooking. If not, it's fine. But I'm essentially on par with my, gosh dang it, on par with my previous run, which was my last PB, which is my new PB, my current PB. So definitely some room to improve, because I had an amazing chapter. Oh, that was almost way too late. Amazing Mirror Temple and a disgustingly long, unfortunately longer than average. Gosh dang it! Disgustingly longer than average. Chapter 4, which is unfortunate. But you know, we improve. I mean, quite literally, after that section in Chapter 4, I was considering just calling quits for that run, because it was bad. Not bad, but like, I just know I can do a lot better on my right there. All right, into the next segment. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time over. Or hello, viewers over on both YouTube and Twitch chat. I know it's not a whole lot going on right now over there, but hope you all are doing well. Oops. But yeah, current goal BPB obviously, and lock in maybe. 10 followers on Twitch eventually would be great. That's been the goal for a hot minute now on Twitch, but if we can hit that, be awesome. Maybe before New Year's, that'd be cool. What am I doing? That was almost terribly bad. That was bad. Gosh dang it. All right, next segment. That was tight. Ha! That doesn't happen often. Normally I weave through. There we go. Hi, Granny. Stop. Music switch up. Let's go. Woo! Water section, let's go. Whee! All right. Boss fight time, let's go. Dang it. Nice, got her. Double fireball segment. Clean. Gosh dang it. Too late. Okay, nice. Saved. Got her. Okay. Okay. Death. That was sad. That was unfortunate. That was not sad, that was just unfortunate. Wait, what? Alright, that was dumb. I'm gonna say that, but I got flung back not as far as I should have been. I thought I had more distance on the reanimation fling. Got her. Nice. Okay, we're on a clean sweep here. I'm dead here. Nope, I'm not. Nice. Okay. Okay, she's out here. Now we're in the long vertical room again. combo her a few times. Aw, dang it. Thought it was gonna land before it hit. I got it that time. Okay, this is where she starts complaining. Skip cutscene, moving blocks. I'm dead. Aha. That was my bad. She gives you that one. To kind of learn how her blocks work. Also, is her wind box like dead in there or something? Or I guess it's less forgiving now. Nice. Dang it. This is a very clean sweep so far, though. As clean as that might be. Yeah, that was actually an incredibly clean sweep. Wow, okay, that was incredibly fast. For those of you who do not know, when you were falling, why didn't you hold to go down to go faster? Control, also I've realized I'm not exactly optimizing, I'm more just trying to reduce deaths as opposed to trying to speedrun optimize time, because deaths, if anything, results in the most time lost anyway, so... Gosh dang it. There we go. But normally I do that for some of the longer rooms that I know, but yeah. But hi, Zelton, how are you doing? This is on track to be a new PB. We shall see. PB is 111 right now, so we're at 48. Very possible. Sub-hour would be hard. I'd have to have a very clean summit for that. And by that, I mean, like, an absurdly clean summit. Which I don't think I'm gonna pull off. But sub 111 is most definitely possible and within reach. Gosh dang it. Dang it, I blew it. Okay, let's stop throwing. I say that, this is like not even a hard room. It's like, it's actually pretty fun. If I wasn't like messing it up. That was a dumb way to run that, but we did it. Up we go. Almost missed that. We don't talk about that. All right, there we go. $500 meters. But yeah, with this, sub-hour is definitely possible. Like, maybe in the near future, too. I don't think now, though. This run, I don't think is sub-hour. A 10-minute... actually... All things considered, a sub-hour run actually is very much... It's actually possible here. I'm realizing now. So... 1,000 meters, dang it. Nice. Oop. Should not have lived that, by the way, guys. That was disgustingly poor on my part. Nope, dead there. Good though. Nice. Clean, clean. Alright, 500? 1,500, way off. Dang it. That was sad. What? Oh, Lord. I lost so much there. It was like a minute. Then again, if I can get this one first try, we're gonna be back. Nice. That's enough death. That should not have worked. Nice. Gosh dang it. Ah, I went up higher. Too far. Okay. We're almost done, though. After this is the Mirror Temple segment, then the summit. Oh, seriously? Okay, I hate this segment. I really do. With passion. Okay, Lord. Okay, 2,000. Let's go. No. 2,000 meters. Nope. Nice. Too bad. Dang it. Okay. We're fine. Lucky. Okay, we got this room. This isn't hard. Nice. I'm kind of surprised I got that strawberry, but we'll take it. Didn't need it, but we got it. Nice, clean, clean, clean. Okay. Almost there. 2,500. Hello? All right. Okay, guys. 111 is the time to beat. I'm down to 2 more segments, 2 more sub-chapters before we're through. And I know this part relatively well. Gosh dang it. Alright, that's fine. Negligible time loss. Most of it was earlier. This is actually a clean summit. My bad. Oop. Save, that was clutch. Amazing. All right, 1 hour through just the final summit segment to complete, and I have 11 minutes to do so to PB 3000. Let's do it. Next pause button I'm going to be hitting is actually never. So nice, nice, nice. Dang it. Okay, okay. Nice. Almost. Yeah, okay. Remember how to do this section. There we go. Almost the end. Almost there. Okay. One. Lord. There we go. Lord. That was so much stressful at the end, but new PB. 106.32.977. So that is a 5-second best time off the previous run. That's amazing. Okay. I'm just like kind of in awe of how much new PB. So sub hour is most definitely within reach. Very pleased to say that. Now I can chill out a little bit. But no, that was a fun run. New PB is really just, I'm so glad I got that. There's plenty of room for improvement too, knowing how I did with the chapter 1 and 2 were kind of actually slow. Chapter 3 was average. Chapter 4 was slower. Chapter 5 was incredibly fast. 6 was also pretty fast. 7 was about average. 5 and 6 being fast was good. But yeah, so that is a conclusion for this stream. For those of you guys who are here, thank you. For anybody watching the VOD, which I don't think I have anybody ever watching the VOD for these, but if you are, congrats. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. That is going to be a wrap. It was just going to be a speedrun. So new PB, super happy. If you enjoyed this stream, for those of you guys here or anyone watching, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, following, whatever platform you're on. Trying to get to 2,000 subs on YouTube and a grand total of 10 followers on Twitch. Those are the current goals, but appreciate any help you guys can give me there. Really appreciate your support, especially if you enjoy the style of content. So, all right. I'm gonna skip the cutscene so you can skip this cutscene to view our very good old 2 strawberries, 120 deaths, and a 106.32.977 PB. With that, thank you all so much. Have a great night.